Hello, I'm MBX and this is Q&A Saturday, the weekly series I run on my channel. I answer your questions, that's right, questions from you, the viewer, about things that you've wanted to ask me over the past week or so. So these tend to be about half split between the next update for Minecraft on the console, we're currently calling it TU53, but also questions about me and my life and the world in general. So this week's Q&A is no exception. We got some battle gameplay in the background, and I hope you do all enjoy it. You can like the video also because it helps out the channel and lets us know you do enjoy the Q&A Saturday and you do like seeing this sort of crazy stuff. So with that said, let's get straight into, this isn't really too crazy, but let's get straight into the first question, which is about TU53, because Vita Gamer YT says hashtag Q&A. So if we get concrete, do we also get llamas, or llamas I think they're saying, but do we get llamas if we get concrete? This might seem like a logical progression because for the first 3.5 years of Minecraft console development, arguably 4 years, you know, about 3.5 years I'd say, what they did is they'd always follow the PC update, then they started, you know, breaking it a little bit, then they started breaking it a lot, and we haven't had a PC, you know, complete update, i.e. like a 1.9 or 1.10. Instead, we've had lots of features from several updates on the PC all at once for the past like year and a half or so. So just because we're getting one feature from 1.12, it doesn't mean we're getting a 1.11 feature. And I think llamas in particular, even though they're one of the more likely features, they haven't been shown yet, and that makes me think we're probably not getting them. So yeah, concrete is coming, you know, before the PC, but just because we're getting a feature before the PC, it doesn't mean we're also getting every other feature the PC currently has, because 4G are now doing a bit more of a fluid updating system. So yeah, hopefully that explains that, and let's move into the second question, which comes in from Bailey Rayner, who says, make your own podcast and where you just talk about random stuff. And actually, I have a lot of people who asked me to make my own podcast, and I did it once, like just talk about news and stuff. But honestly, I think the problem is like, one, you know, like a podcast, you know, that's what Let's Play is already. So I'd be doing like a second kind of podcasty thing, because the Let's Play is very similar to that. But the other issue is like, you know, just talking about random things isn't something you can necessarily just do on command. Like that's why I only have one video a week like that. And you know, it'd have to be like about the latest news of some form, whether it's gaming news or regular news. And I don't know if that's like too much to go on by myself. So yeah, you know, although the podcast idea is great and I love to just spur on and talk about all the sorts of cool stuff, I think this is why I have series like Q&A Saturday and Let's Play Monday. I'm glad people like to hear me talk. It's one of my favorite things to do. That's why we're doing this on the internet. But it doesn't mean that necessarily it's the sort of thing I can just do on command for a podcast. And I don't honestly think most people on the channel would watch the podcast. So do you want some podcast style stuff? Watch Let's Play Monday and watch Q&A Saturday. Q&A? Yeah, this thing right now. So yeah, keep on watching if you want to see that thing you just suggested. So yeah, that's the best I have right now. Maybe in the future I'd like to do something, but also live streams maybe you could get from that. But yeah, that's all I can really do right now, especially in the context of the channel. And also, you know, every now and then I want to like start doing like videos where I just talk about a subject, kind of like the face cam things. So I think all of that might combine to be something you enjoy, and we'll see about that then. So yeah, let me know what you think about all of that and whatnot. But let's get into the third question, which comes in from Joshua Cannon, who says, hashtag Q&A. How would you feel of Mo Yang Added Parrots on the console before the PC? Sadly, I don't think that will happen. So bear in mind, Mo Yang doesn't make the update, 4J do, so you know, that's why that's a thing. And the reason I don't think they're putting parrots in this update is because parrots are still subject to change. They just this week changed the parrots one more time, and I think because it's a mob and it's so likely to change and the behavior might change and everything, and because this update when it comes out, it will be, you know, the state of, you know, the status quo when it comes to console for the next like few months or so. That means that implementing a feature on that hasn't been confirmed and properly done on the PC means that it's very, very unlikely. So yeah, I think we're getting concrete because that hasn't been touched in a while, but because parrots are still being worked on, we probably won't see them. And also, the other little thing is like 4G are making it, not Mo Yang. They have communications back and forth, but they're not the same team, and that's why there's crucially differences, and that's why there's crucially areas where, you know, they wait for Mo Yang to finish before they start putting it on the console, and I think parrots are one of those areas. But you know, they might surprise me, they might surprise all of us, but I think parrots are unlikely too. So with that said, let's move on to the next question, which comes in from KJ, who says, hashtag Q and bell me. That's right, make sure you bell me, because if you don't, then I'll keep making, you know, Q&A Saturday is really just an excuse for me to say bell me over and over again, because again, if you click that bell, you'll actually see my videos every time they're uploaded, and don't you want to see that? It's that you can hear me talk about bells and Q&As and stuff. But yeah, they ask, how did you tell your mother Happy Mother's Day? And this is something I wanted to just get straight, because okay, you know, I think most people can tell I'm from a country that's not yours, statistically. I mean, if you're from the UK, I'm in the same country as you. But if you're not in the UK, I'm from a country that's not yours. You might think, why is that relevant? So yeah, I'm familiar with this. Well, it means that lots of traditions actually vary from country to country. So if you wish me a happy 4th of July, you know, we don't celebrate that. Yeah, that's actually where we lost the war, you know, fun fact. But if you then decide to say happy Thanksgiving, guess what? No Thanksgiving in the UK. Mother's Day, we had that 2 months ago. People like, everyone's questioning like, oh, Toy Cat, why'd you wish your mom a happy Mother's Day? It was months ago. That's when we celebrate it. Lots of weird things happen like that. And the other big thing is daylight saving. So yeah, daylight savings happened before, and that's why sometimes times get mixed up. So yeah, did I tell my mother Happy Mother's Day? I did, but I told her like 2.5 months ago, because it was March the 10th or something in the UK. So yeah, just so you know, keep that in mind, that's what I did. So let's move on to the next question, which comes in from Joe, or at Arc Gunslinger, because I don't know, like Joe, whatever, it comes in from Joe, and they say, will Windows 10 Edition be coming to the Scorpio for sure? And if so, how different will than the Pocket Edition will it be? It is a console after all. So it'll be exactly the Windows 10 Edition if it does come, but I wanted to quickly address something before we talk about the speculation on that, because a lot of people, you know, been saying afterwards, like, Toycat, this is a rumor, it's confirmed as a rumor, it hasn't been confirmed as true yet, you know, trying to say, like, therefore it's not right, and I wish you know, when it comes to my channel, I like to be as skeptical as possible when it comes to Minecraft news, or, you know, news in general, because I want you to be able to take the information and then absorb it as it is. I don't want to say, this definitely means that, and the Windows 10 Edition, I hope I didn't imply this too strongly, but it's not confirmed 100%. The reason I think it's likely, and the reason I made a video on it, and the reason I spoke about it so much with, you know, the conviction I did, is because it was reported by one site, which is a bit suspicious by itself. That's why most people would assume it's just a rumor, but the site was called mspoweruser.com, and I've actually met one of the reporters from MSPowerUser at one of the no, it wasn't a minigame event, it was at, you know, the event where Mo Yang announced coins. So I met one of these people before, and, like, you know, it's a legit site with legit journalists, etc. You know, like legit connections to Mo Yang and this sort of thing. And I think because of that, and the fact that the site doesn't do news like this very often, and then you combine that with the fact that you know, like basically this website, it's not going to get a massive amount of traffic from this, because bear in mind, the only people that are excited for Windows 10 on console are Xbox One users that are hardcore into the game. Most Xbox One users don't own Minecraft. Most Minecraft Xbox One users probably don't care about this, because, you know, there's like millions of you out there, but only, like, you know, 20,000 will watch this video, let's make up a number. So obviously that means that only a very specific few are going to be interested in that, and that's why I think they're not going to risk their reputation on something this small, and that's why I think Windows 10 is coming. It's a rumor, but it's just a very likely rumor, and obviously no one's going to say it's officially confirmed just because of a rumor, and we'll see at E3 if it's true or not, but I just wanted to throw that out there. Like, that's a lot of words I just said, but I wanted to let you all know that I think Windows 10 will be coming to the Scorpio/Xbox One. Boom! And that's why. And will it be different? I think it will be the same. I think it will just be like, here's another version you can play, but if you don't own the Windows 10 version, you'll have to pay for it. So is that worth it? Probably not, unless you really want to play servers and you want to play Realms before it comes to console, if it comes to console there first. So yeah, there's the answer to your question. Let's move on to the next one, shall we? Which comes in from Distracted, who says, what are you putting off in your life that you know you should be doing, and why aren't you doing it yet? So I think there's a couple of things in my life like this. I think the first one is like driving, because I think driving is like a skill that, like, I don't need adult. I could literally live the next, like, at least 10, 20, 30 years, probably more, because, you know, you need driving less over time, not more. But where I live is just, like, it's such a connected area by public transport. Okay, so I don't actually live in London, I live in the suburbs, but I live on, like, one of the busiest routes in the world, I think. You know, there's a lot of trains going in and out every single day, so, like, I can get there faster, I can get there more conveniently, I can get there while playing my Nintendo Switch or whatever, so, you know, that's convenient. I can get to pretty much any airport in the country by doing that faster than I would by driving. And then where else am I really going to be driving to? I mean, not really many places, and that's the problem with driving. It just doesn't have a direct use for me right now, and I kind of want to do it just because, like, you know, if you don't learn now, you'll never learn or whatever, and I think there's, like, some fun uses for it, but it's one of those things where the reason I'm not doing driving, I think, is because I keep thinking to myself, like, the process would suck so much, and then I don't know what I do with the outcome. So that's one of the things, and the other thing is probably, like, picking up more random skills that will be useful after YouTube, because YouTube is what I'm just, you know, I'm enjoying it so much, and I'm trying to put all of my, like, energy into doing this and the traveling thing for the second channel, but the thing is like, at some point, YouTube might, or it will go downhill, if that's, you know, 1 year or 5 year, because with just all these random shocks, I probably should be learning something that's, like, valuable after YouTube. You know, maybe that's, like, I learn some crazy language, because there aren't many people in the UK that can do that. Maybe I learn to drive. That's a skill you can use to, you know, like, make a living. I think I need to have something ready after YouTube that will be enjoyable and that will be, like, valuable to people, and I think a skill would be I think, you know, maybe that's some career advice for everyone out there too. Like, if you pick up a skill that's, like, kind of rare, then you become valuable, because that's how, like, you know, things work, the supply and demand, I guess. So yeah, I'd like to pick up some form of skill, and the reason I haven't done it yet is because I guess I'm just enjoying what I'm doing right now too much, but I should probably look a little bit further into the future, and that's why I think also I might do some live streaming some more. I think I'm going to try, like, become a live streamer as well as a YouTuber at some point in the nearish enough future. So yeah, that'll be fun when that happens. But for now, there's the answer to your question. Let's move on to the next one, which comes in from Jacket Boy, who says, what secret features do you think will be in the next TU? Which stands for Title Update, by the way. I think they might just rename the beds to Red Bed to hint the diable bed. So I think that's likely, but I think what might be more likely, or what my official just guesses right now, again, these are guesses at secret features, so like this isn't gospel or anything like that, but what I will say is that I think, you know, the beds, I think they'll make it bouncy. That'd be an easy thing to do. That would be like, oh, that's kind of fun and cool. And I think also the firework recipe will be changed. So instead of getting one firework for, you know, each thing you craft, I think you'll get 3 instead, because fireworks are going to be more useful, so you want more fireworks. I think that'd just be a nice change to add, and it's kind of weird that it's not in there already. So yeah, I think we might just see that as those 2 things as secret features, and maybe we'll also see the bed renamed to the Red Bed, but who knows for certain. We're still waiting on that, and I think the secret features are going to be just as exciting to find as well. So let's move on to the next question, which comes in from Ryan, or MC Weekly Mag, who says, hashtag Q&A. If you could have only one game mode in the game, what would it be? Survival, creative, adventure, or hardcore? So I thought about this for a little bit, like that's a weird thing to do, but if I could, you know, like remove all game modes but one from everyone's Minecraft and all the versions, I think what would be amazing, and again, this is probably like for bad reasons, I think it would be amazing if only hardcore existed. Imagine if since the start of Minecraft, the only way you could play was hardcore, you know, the moment you die, everything's gone, and then every one of these amazing builds we would have seen would be like, oh yeah, they built this in survival, and if accidentally they fell off or something, they'd be dead forever. It'd be all gone. You could spend, you know, like 6 years working on something, and oops, fell down a ravine, now it's gone forever. That sounds terrible, but it would make everything you saw in Minecraft be that little bit cooler, and that makes me interested, and also probably terrible. But yeah, that's the answer to your question, Ryan. Let's move to the next one, which comes in from Dalton Charlton, who says, hashtag Q&A. When do you think the Totem of Undying will come to console? I think it won't be this update. I think there'll be another update later this year, because they've kind of kicked the Woodland Mansion question down the line, and I think it'll come with like some jewelling stuff and stuff later on. It might be a feature in this update. It really might be. I just think probably not, but we'll see for certain later. Let's move on to the final question though, which comes in from Belle, who says, so you're a cat. Can you ask my cat why he doesn't love me? So put your cat onto the video right now. I'll give you a few seconds. Make sure he's listening to me. Meow, 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 meow. Okay, that was ridiculous. What am I doing with my life right now? I don't know, but I hope you did enjoy today's Q&A Saturday. Like it if you liked it, share it if you really like cat noises, and subscribe if you're not from here, because my neighbors are probably very confused at all these meowing noises I'm making. So I hope you all enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you in another one. Bye.